Copy that. Give me this. Practice is incredibly important in art. The more frequently you do something, the more you improve. So I kind of want something like that, except like the cat actually like biting the like ball that is like candy or a note or something like that, you know. But not necessarily like cat form. But I want my character to be like frisky like that and being like absolutely fucking mental. And this would be 100% um, like that direction kind of thing, where like somebody'd be handing it to her and she'd just be like biting it kind of thing. That's what I want to do, but I can't draw it. I can think it, I can see it in my head, and I cannot draw it, and it's infuriating. But I have some really nice pictures otherwise. um, so for some reason, this is my favorite emojis, but I don't know what I use it for. What a calendar and the double eyes thing. Don't know. Mine's usually the thinking. Um, you know, what's it? Why does it have Hulk grips? What this? This is its tail. I'm just struggling with the fucking fur pattern because I've got to kind of like mush it so that it kind of looks like it's fur. Um, it's the hardest part about doing 2D fucking cat-ish stuff. Um, oh, the earlier cat, the this thing. I just like how it's just like absolutely lost its mind. It's just like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill this thing. But yeah, I essentially want her to be like holding on to something, or it's candy or money or something like that, and just be like overexcited. Oh, Hulk grapes. It's a tennis ball. I tried to get grapes today. That was another thing tonight. Fucking sorry, Shadow. Shadow. I was going to get a snack for stream, and the snack I was going to get for stream was going to be grapes, but they're out of season at the moment here, which is really fucking annoying. So I ended up I got cherry tomatoes, which I haven't eaten yet. Um, Nick did get donuts though, which was nice. I had that earlier. There we go. That's the shape I want. This is the perfect image and expression for Dragon Ball Power Pair. Actually, I've drawn Dragon Ball stuff for like my brother and stuff before he uses. It's great. All right, let me have a quick check of this. Works sort of. This could move down. Hold up, I can work with this. I could definitely work with this. You, am I on the right one? Yeah, I am. Give me this. Actually, it was a design choice to change her to this color. I figured it might actually work a little bit better. Especially since her ears and her tail are going to be black. Because in the past, she was fully black with a white tip on her tail with white wings. And I figure it's too dark to have it as a moat. So I thought I'd make a design choice because the last one, which was... Where did my fucking thing go? You open a Gimp, yeah. Open up. Do your best to keep it. This was her previous version of this exact cat, by the way. Like, yes, body and length and tails are like wrong and stuff, but this was her color, was dark gray and white. So we're changing to brown and black and white. About snacks, I said I'm still half asleep. I was going to get grapes. The eyes. Oh man. Look, the eyes aren't the problem, Shadow. The real truth is the fucking layers of fur. Look at the puffy feet. Look at them. They are probably the thing I'm most proud about on this fucking cat. Back on the eyes, just put a veggie next to it, maybe. Yeah, the hundreds and hundreds of layers, strands of fur back before fucking art brushes. Yeah, I did. This is from 2005 or 2006. So real old. This is the one that has 100 layers of fur. Like the feet and everything is so puffy. But yeah, that's what happens with her necklace that ends up embedded in her head when she's in cat form and stuff. And the new transformation that she's got instead, since she's chronologically died and come back, is that she has the wings as part of her cat form. So this is definitely Link's paws. Nice. How did I draw that? That was, hold up. Where is that folder? Come back here, you. I know, Snap. Drawings. What program was that? That was Photoshop CS2 and my tablet. The tablet that I got. That was one of the first things I drew in Photoshop. Welcome back, Astrivius. I was just showcasing what this cat used to look like. In case you missed it, I'll open it back up. Oh shit, I hit convert. Oh well, it's fine. You're gonna get ready for the bus. No worries. Thanks for hanging out, Snipe. Hope the rest of the day goes well. Yeah, Struvius, this is what it used to look like, and I will save that. Thank you. So yeah, this is what Shadowcat used to look like. Now she's this. Well, she's also technically that too. Yeah. So I do like how I moved that though. That looks better. What? This? That's Wave. They'll be on there later. That's also her form too. Holy shit, wait a minute. I can show you guys something that I couldn't show you last time I streamed my art. I just remembered it. Where did I put you? Where are you? I found it ages afterwards. Is it that folder? Might be my in progress. There it is. That, yeah. Please open and show you something special. This is what my fucking Catgirl form is supposed to be, more or less. This is the first time. This is actually from the comic itself. So these are cut from my comic, which is why obviously there's so much fucking stuff is going on. But essentially what happened is this is the moment in which she realized that she died. She had the halo and all that stuff. She was in the afterlife. She had her wings, she had a tail, her ears and everything. Her new outfit, her necklace is gone. And then when she calmed the fuck down and realized what the fuck was actually going on, but you can actually see like how the actual tail and shit looks and the wings and everything there. And actual like some like exposed back and stuff. And oh my god, look at her fucking eyes, look so pretty. Oh man, I miss being able to draw that way. You were like, this is that, and that is this, and that's that. I just followed with it. What the fuck is that? Man, I did that earlier too. And Snipe did a really good one when I changed over to this. And as soon as I clicked back onto the screen and he'd just arrived, he just like clicked the what the fuck is that? And I'm like, the context on this moment is so funny. But yeah, that's essentially what my fucking cat girl form is. Like, she has like a bit longer hair down to her bum sort of thing. She got the tail, the ears, the wings, stuff like that, and the different dress, completely different dress. She's actually got full fucking like length gloves and shit on as well that go up to like her arms as well that have like ribbons and shit. This is double tiered as well. I have what the actual full thing looks like. Hold up. More or less. It's not quite the same, but it's very fucking similar. Open up. All right. That's the variation of how the skirt comes down and the shoes that she ends up with too. So even though like I don't really like this one that much, but you really dig the long gloves, yeah. So this is a variation of the same outfit and stuff. Like I like there's a star necklace. Holy shit, there's one with it. That was the outfit she had when she fought before she died. When she died, this is what it all transformed into. So yeah. What, went full Arabic on that one? What, this or this? You talk about this one? Man, I just fucking love the shoes. I love the fact that like she's got wings and shit, and this doesn't really translate well, but this is actually all connected. This part I had to like draw underneath to show what the fuck was there, but this is all a skirt connected to a top piece and stuff. This is all solid. So this part here is not actually exposed. It's just for fucking artistic purposes. So I know what I'm doing, but her hair's that long. Yeah. Ironic song choice for the fucking moment. But yeah, like I can't wait till the day that I'm back to being able to fucking draw this well again. Starlo. What? I don't know if that's supposed to be corrected. That looks fine to me with where the tail is and stuff. I've been fucking around with that for a while. But what I want to do, hide that. So the big problem with what I'm doing with this layer is that I don't actually have this all singled out. I had to fucking think for a second there. I was too busy fucking jamming to it. Some good shit though. All right. So I want to color in this space basically. Rid of that. This is the best part is when you're trying to color in a space inside a space, you don't need the extra lines in the way. Did you mean the star on her abdomen? Is that what you meant? Because I'm like, what the fuck? That is such a over literal little thing. You're talking about this, right? Because like the funny thing is, even doing the stars and stuff back then was so much. It is. That's not the right song. It is Psy. So PSY, Daddy, beat clone, clone of 2NE. I'll fucking type it out. Hold up. It'd be a lot faster if I just type it out. It's such a weird video clip. If you've got 4 minutes of spare time, watch the video clip. It is weird. It is so fucking weird. He specializes in the strangest fucking good shit. There you go. That's what it is. Sorry, of course it is. Yeah. It's one of the ones that I like are his. I obviously don't mind like Gangnam Style and stuff like that, but this one's a little more niche for the people that have taken the time to like actually look at his shit. You know? Not everybody did. All right, I want this to be about as skinny line as possible because I'm taking white lines down to here and to about there. Not quite. Right there. Oh yeah, we're back up the start again. Yeah, more or less that. That should kind of ish work, maybe. We'll fucking find out. Give me that. I must admit, I am pretty happy that I don't have the full-on fucking moaning tracks of last time. Like, even that's not bad. Oh yeah, I fucking skipped this earlier. We're listening to it this time. It's been long enough. You guys can deal with one pony decent song. All right. Swap that over. You know what I should have done? And I'll fucking do it again. Hold up. Duplicate it. Fuck's sake. There we go. I'll need those lines for later. Okay. Black, white. White goes under black. Or maybe not. That goes there. Ears. Ears are dark. Bring that up. I maybe actually don't need the extra lines over that. That's not too bad. I do need to hide some extra lines around the place. Her paw and shit's not that obvious on the front side. I'm gonna have to do that too. Give me that. Put that in there. Yeah, there we go. Hide that back up. I don't think Daddy Song is like a direct response to the song where they sing I Got It From My Mama. Maybe. I just love the fact that like it's him in every fucking edition of its age. And it's just like it's fucking hilarious. It's just fucking hilarious to me every time. What do you got a scroll thing on? I'm going to save you. I don't like the fact you've got a little scroll window on. All right, I've got to clean that up too. Tail. Get me up in here with this tail business, yeah? And a brush. That's too big. That's a little better. Much better. All right. Hide the ears, please. That. Hmm. Hold up. Bring this back out for a hot second, yeah? Put that there. And then turn this back on. Yeah, okay, that works so much better. So much better. What's up, Weaver? This is one of the best streams to be asking questions. I don't want that on all lines. Oh my god. Put that back. Put that back. Hide that. Tail copy. Tail white. Let's call that tail white. That'll help me. White. How did you make the corner so pointy? Like that? Alright, hold up. Okay. Give me a fresh layer. There. Alright. So, if you want to make something pointy like that, right? Not quite like that. Okay, so there's a start, right? Get an eraser. Depending on which way you want to go with this. Oops. Stuff like that, basically. That's pretty much how you do it. Same with this. You want to take it to a point. Yep. I mean, there are brushes. Don't get me wrong, there's brushes. I just don't know how to fucking use them, and I can't import or make my own. I don't know how. Not something I learned how to do, unfortunately. But that's how I do it. That's how I make pointy parts on things. Like, for instance, the wings are a really great example of that. Like, see? How pointy those are. Glowing. This is with a mouse, I'll just fucking remind everybody right now. These are with a mouse. Right? If anybody has a tablet and they think they're not fucking capable of this stuff, like, just give it a fucking go. You probably can. Probably are capable. You're gonna kill me, but it's kind of like a raccoon tail with the black and the white. I thought raccoon tails were more like banded, but that was just my thoughts on it. They might be more whitish. The whole point, yeah, the tablet that I want's a pretty alright one. I had to look at like several artists and what they use to figure it out. Let's see. Let's go for black and white, or sorry, a tux cat, and only just tuxedo cats. So generally speaking, my character's appearance would be more like a tuxedo cat with a white tail, except long hair. Like, you're a really good example. Where are you? Copy that. Okay. So my character, if she was fully black instead of being brown, right? This is more what she's like, right? So that's kind of more what my cat's like, my cat form, right? So also I had a cat that looks similar to this. It's not my cat. This is not mine. This is a cat off the internet. But essentially, like her having white on her tail and stuff like that, that's what this is all about. So yeah, if I wanted to, which I still might do, I'm not 100% sure. I do like the fact that like her ears being black and stuff stand out. But this does remind me a fair bit of like Phoenix and stuff. Is it the mask on the cat? Maybe. Let me put that away. All right. Is this connected to anything? It's not. But yeah, that's essentially what like the tail is all about. Oh man. Yeah, if you end up getting like a tablet like that, a waiver, the only thing is like Wacom does spoil you. If you ever get a cheaper tablet in the future, like even if it's a high end, lower um, brand type thing. If it's an expensive low brand or something like that, you'll notice a difference. That's the only bad thing about Wacom. Is their shit is good. Their shit's good to a point that it makes everything else feel like shit if you have to use something else. Really frustrating in that way. You want to get the $400 one? Yeah. There was, because I watch a couple of art streamers. So obviously when I watched them, I would bring up their specs list and have a look at what they use. And then I would have a look at the reviews on it, what it's for, all that sort of stuff. And that's how I kind of got an idea on what I wanted to use. However, the one that I ended up choosing was ultimately my own choice. It wasn't anybody else's type of tablet that was being used by any other artists. And that was just like my own choice. Like I was milling between, I think it was started with a H, actually. Hold up. Tablets. It should bring up a few brands. I should bring it up in the first like thing. Let's see. It's like a fucking billion Samsungs on the first page. It's not what I want. I want to see where's your other brands. It's going to be Android. Not that kind of tablet. Drawing. There we go. Let's try drawing. Okay. Shopping, please. Huion. Huion. That was the type I was tossing up between. And I ended up looking at the Wacom one. The two were basically identical. The Huion one was a larger draw area. But it didn't have the extra features of the actual on-hand one that I wanted. So I went with what I was after. I might honestly make her more grey or black. Like most of the time she's like that. The extra features do. I don't remember off the top of my head. I went into like all of my fucking tech side-by-side graphics fucking comparison programs and everything to work it out, to figure it out, to decide what I was going to do. I actually might just turn her dark grey, honestly. Hit me up. For almost black. I do it from blue, sorry. From about a mid blue. Somewhere up there, maybe. Hold up. Let me look at some old ass art for me to figure this one out. Take me a mile back and let me have a look at colors. I don't mind the brown and the black. I don't mind it, but I'm not sold on it. It was a thought. Let me bring in. I'm not going to bring in like actual original drawings and shit. All my shit's got my name fucking signed everywhere on it. Where is a colored one? Oh, those ones are all corrupt. They're so fucking old. There's one. Let me have a look at you. Let's open up as is. Do I have... I sort of do, sort of don't. You got the right shades I want, though. Hold up. Open up with some paint. Oh, man. Detail on that. Fucking hell. Can you scroll around without sending me to fucking Mars and back? All right, there. All right, that. I'll copy that. I'm going to copy it in because it's not safe enough for me to bring on its own, but I'll do it as a new thing. This one's going to be, oh, God only knows how big compared to this. Huge. All right, go down. Don't save that. Folder can fuck off. Use so many layers. Hold your horses a waver. Let me hide that for a second. Let me bring in my PNG tuber that you see on screen. I gotta show you this. That one. Open that up, please. Okay. So this is my avatar as you see me on screen. Yeah. I didn't save it from earlier. We even can see all like my piercings and stuff I've got in my ears and my nose. I took those out, by the way. Took them out. You can see more detail to the hair and stuff like that. Yeah. So even like zoomed in and stuff, you can see even on eyes and stuff how that all works. Shadows around the face and stuff. Like the biggest one is when her eyes are shut. She's got extra shadows. One thing I want to show too while we're here, white lines dress. I think that's the one I want. Inverted lines can turn off. Hold up. Original layers, mouth close, earrings, eye colors, shirt, white dress shadows. Lol. Let's get that changed over. White. Turn that one off. She's still got the hair thing. All right, hold up. Let's change that over to, I don't have this as any other colors and stuff, but let's change it to that. Like, for instance, that is changing over my character's colors. Now, if I'm to open up skin, just watch this for a second, a waiver. I'm just going to roll this all the way up to top, right? This is the skin layers, right? So I can turn on and off. Let's see, eyes open, mouth closed, eyes and mouth closed. Let's go with eyes open, mouth closed. No, eyes and mouth closed. Let's go with eyes and mouth closed. Shut that one. Hair and skin shadows. Hide that for a second. Go up here. We have a different layer for this one. So, where is it? Eyes. All eyes and ears closed. Eyes open, mouth closed. That one. The one I want. Shut that one off. Turn off her eyes. Eyes shine. Where's her actual eyes? Down here. There we go. And mouth. Where's her mouth? Probably higher up, actually. Yeah, it's higher up. Yeah, it's up here. There we go. And there we go. That's changing to eyes shut. But like you get like all the details and stuff in and around like eyes and stuff. And different eyes, different eyelashes, lipstick, all that sort of stuff. And so this is the stuff that I can't really show because it's too zoomed in. But like even she's got like a belly button and stuff too. And hair detail, like that. I accidentally erased something, but it's fine. Like you can see it all clearly now. Like that's actually silver. Even on like her piercings, you can see that's a gradient colored silver. But yeah, on like the cat picture that I brought up earlier that has like all the fur, that's really, it had hundreds of layers on its own. But if I was to open up all of these, I missed one. I was to open up everything without saving it. Like even her hair layers have multiple ones in each of these. Yeah, my face deaf clock. It just keeps going. And even her socks and stuff. There we go. That's all of them open now from start to finish for this one. There's a lot. Also, fun fact is she actually has fucking fingernails and stuff too. So there's that as well. There's something you don't really get to see zoomed in on my character and stuff, but she's got them. But yeah, there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of layers, a lot of detail and stuff on the average one. There was something else I wanted to show you that was kind of fun. So I showed her changing outfit for a moment there, but what I can show you, let me get, what's her other layers of hair? Hopefully these won't stay open if I don't save it. Okay, So hair color is blonde at the moment. Let's just change it over to, like, I can have a half and half like that if I really wanted to. How cool does that look, right? I can change it over to be blonde, purple. I want to change it to brown. Brown. So yeah, I've set this up that I can change shit over pretty quickly if I want to. But the problem is every time I change something, I have so much work to turn on and off layers and stuff. Let's close you without saving you for love of fuck. All right, so what I brought in before was an old drawing, and I will take you up to the very top. So this is a real old drawing, but you got the right shade of black on you, right shade of grey, realistically, and light pink in the ears, or light skin color-ish. Let's put you down for that. So what I want to do is actually change this to grey. Shouldn't be as hard as long as I hide that and get rid of this background layer that doesn't exist. Hide that, hide the lines, and I'll want to do the ears too, but this should be fine. So let's make your tail different color. Let's make it light gray. I don't know how well this is going to go in the actual, like, as an emote, but it should be fine. It can only go so fucking badly. I could actually leave these in here as variations too of colors, by the way. That is another thing that I can do. I could make her body light grey and stuff. Where's the ears? There. Hide your tail, please. Let's get these two coloured up. Nice. All right, so that's her tail and that. Plus, oh, the grey looks so much better with that. Yeah, I definitely like the grey better. And I'll have to probably coat her body in like a silver color anyway. I'm gonna dupe that though. Duplicate it. Hide that one. You. Give me this. Yeah. I should be able to go with as it is without having to hide too many other things in here. Yeah, I thought so. Plus also having these sections too, groups, so fucking useful. It's so useful to just have them. I didn't use them for a long time and I regret that I never did. They just help like keep shit tidy. So that's her silver. I actually prefer that. I know the brown is good, but at the same time I kind of like the silver. Although the brown with it doesn't look too bad. I'd have to make that proper brown there though. All right. I don't really mind. I'm not going to make her solid black, but I'll definitely probably make her some variation of the grey. Where's that last picture? Yeah, it was white. That was the same black grey. That's also, by the way, this is something I would have done in like, at least the background is 100% done in paint. With a mouse. This is something I've drawn with a mouse in the past, back when I didn't have quite as much skill level. I couldn't do like shine and highlights and stuff properly, and the program that I was using was a piece of shit. But yeah, it essentially shows you what else. Don't do that. Don't highlight it. But yeah, like legs and stuff like that were pretty fucking correct. Pretty sure she even had fucking nails there too. Holy fuck. It's hilarious when I like look at stuff and find things like this. All right. That needs to hide. Yeah, I don't mind it being silver all over. That's kind of okay. It's kind of like semi-accurate. I also don't mind it being brown. Maybe I could bring it up and do something with this where, let's try, take it to about a 70%. Try that. Ooh. Yes. Fucking a million times yes. That's the right color. That is 100% the right color. Also, interesting thing, a waiver, you might want to know this, or you might already do this, is when you change the layer attributes, obviously I can't show you this, but it's on 75%. You can rename your layer to say what percentage it is. So then when you go through and you have to like increase them all to being full or changing their opacity and stuff like that, it can make it a lot easier to set it back to what it was and know what they are. But yeah, I like that. That's a good color. I don't know if I want her ear over the front or not. At the moment, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it two ways. Um, you only want use one layer. You're very daring. I I'm terrified to use one layer, especially once I start coloring shit. Um, duplicate this. I'm gonna put you up here. I'm gonna hide you. I am going to try two things with this. One, this line up here needs to go. It needs to be a lot smaller. Yeah. I want this to go. So that looks smoother, but this is a top layer. So this needs to go too. And her hand will need to be colored in here as well to be above the tail. And I'll need to clean up where the bleed out of the tail and stuff and the brown is. Okay. Now, my only thing with this is it's going to go one of two ways. It's either her ear is forwards or her ear is backwards. So I'm going to make a duplicate of this. I'm going to call this one uh let's see, ear topped. I'll tell me what the fuck that is. And let's call this one, let's rename that as tail topped. Cool. All right. So I can do two things with this. So one thing I can do with this is I can acknowledge that her tail should be behind her ears, right? That would be taking it down a layer. I can do by bringing this up, which I'll do in a second. I just want to clean up, what is it, this line here on the right one? Ear topped, yes. So there's going to be two ways this is going to go. I'll go with whichever one I like more. Okay, hide that. Hide the tail, tail, and tail. Okay. Where is, that's right, it goes up to there. That. Okay. So that brings that one up forwards, this one. Oh yeah, what I mean by daring a waiver, it's not a bad thing. It's just that I could never fucking just draw on one layer because there's like the slightest mistake requires so much back work if it's fucked up. But if you're like so confident and stuff to be able to like work on it regardless, that's awesome. Also, you giving me little eyes, are you? Oh, sweetie. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so that's it with the ear above. That's not too bad. I don't mind that. That does include her ear. Now, if I hide that and bring up this layer instead, and if I'm putting this one where her tail is above her ears, that would mean that her ears would disappear underneath this. I'll make the final decision about where her ears have got to go layer-wise later. I'll be her ear in the way there. Yeah. All right. And that means that her tail is in front of this one too. Let's say I probably could have left this one on both. Okay. So that is the variation where her ear is tucked in. If I was to put, say, her ears behind her tail at the moment, like that. No, that wouldn't work. Hold up. Put, where is it? There. Ears sit there, I think. Bring her tail up. So that's it with her tail in front of her and her ears tucked behind. I don't think it looks as good. I think it'll look better with her ear in front. So that means that that's got to go up to there. We're going to work with this one. This one is going to hide and it's going to the spare layer. So if I need it, it's there and I don't have to do it again. Let's bring all those up. So now the only thing is that that part will be in the way. I don't need that bit sticking up there because there's a bit there. So the only way I could do that by doing that forces it out instead. But then that doesn't need to be there. Or I could move that down and over a little bit. That would also work. That would be her sleeping on her tail. Hmm. I need to split this one up anyway. Duplicate that. All right. Hide that. That can go into there. Hide that. You. I need you. Cut. Paste. You can have your own layer. You go ear. So it's basically the right side. I know that a lot of people like layer these to whatever way that they're actually supposed to be facing the screen. I don't fucking do that. It's fine. All right, you need to go beneath the tail layer, beneath white. There we go. That's looking better. All right. So her tail's behind there. She's asleep on her tail. This bit here just needs to move. And that's perfectly fine. I just got to get a couple of layers together. Hide that, hide that. I want this bit here. Pretty sure it's all fully covered by her ear. Yes. Okay. This can cut and paste. And that move over based on the ear being there. So I'll need the lines and stuff for that, but we get you on a rotation too. Where you're sitting is fine. I need you to be sticking out more like that direction. But take, where is the line? There. There. Okay, do that. Try having your own layer there. See which one's this. That one. Yep. Okay. Hide the ears. Grab the same area. I'm not sure how much of that I actually grabbed last time, but we'll find out. Okay, you cut, paste, bring you over. Out there. If I bring the ear in, like there's that bit that's peeking out there, but I can correct that line. That's perfectly fine. Have the lines over it. What is that bit that's grey there for? Oh, that'd be the background of the tail. Okay, I can just erase that. That's fine. So, yeah, that looks fine. Make your own layer. Hide that. Hide her ears. Hide her background, body, wings, tail. I need to fix that up, but I'll do that in a sec. Let's see. Ears left. This part needs to kind of merge. It's a little bit of a mess, but it's fine. I can work with it. See that. That's this thing. Oh. Okay. Got pasted layer. How is that's the lines layer above it. Okay. I got it. I got it. Okay, you two. Merge them. Yes. Hide that. Put those together. Okay, this is a mess here. Need to kind of probably got to get rid of that. Is that from the pasted one? Here it is. That one. That's the one I need. All right. Get these two merge. Merge, please. Go. Yes. All right. So if I turn this on, and I put the ear there, that. So the only thing I need to do is where her tail sticks up here. This needs to go. And there's some lines in here that need to be fixed up. Okay. In here. It needs to be more narrow than that. Not quite that narrow. Okay, that's looking better. All right, now that is getting hidden by that. That's still fine. This part, though, needs to go. This needs to move. All right, that's clear. Wrong one. That is got to be black. Yeah. All right. 5, 6. Yep. Makes it easier when something's hidden behind it. I can make it look more like a path of like spikiness. It's great. Get down to 1. Get rid of that. Okay. Now if I bring in all the other layers, ear, wing, body, get the background off for a moment. Bring that in, bring that in. Okay. Turn off all lines actually. Hold on. Okay, so the only thing I need to do is bring this in as a color on the brown above the tail. So I could actually do that by bringing that above tail. Ah, that's right. I've got it across all the thing. Yes, I remember now. Okay, so the only other thing I could do is erase that out behind it. The problem with that is if I do that and I want to use this in any other way in the future, it's going to be an annoying problem. The ear topped. Yeah, okay, I've got a couple of extra lines there to get rid of by the look of it. You, come here. I don't think that needs to go that far in, honestly. Oh, that's too small. That moment when you forget that you fucking shrunk something. There we go. A little bit better. Yeah, that's better. I gotta fix this shit up over here again because I did that before. Okay. I'm not sure what's causing that to be dark there, but it doesn't matter too much because I can just draw over that little bit. Whatever layer is forcing the gray between it doesn't need to be. Although, what's it look like with it? This kind of looks messy with it, honestly. Looks better without. Like that. Okay. Now there's still a bit of white peeking up there because I didn't get that quite right. Tail white, please. Move that. Yeah, there we go. All right. Up to about 6, please. All right. Now I'm going to have to go around and like clean up some lines on this more or less, but I'm going to have to also make a little hand there. So ear right, as long as it's above the tail. Give me a new layer. Give me this as paw. All right. Make that brown too. Now, I got my swatches still here. I do. Need that. So my only thing with this is that this layer behind it is a half hidden. The only problem with that is that I actually have to kind of semi-freehand this fucking area. It isn't too much of a problem, but then I'll have to match it up to the same exact number. It's not quite that. I have to match it up to the same amount that this thing behind it and hope that they don't overlap blend with like any like obvious way of showing that. What's up? Why are you apologizing? Got no reason to it. It's part of drawing a waiver. I do it too. Like I sometimes forget to talk. I do it more often because I'm just a little too focused. I'm pretty sure this was oh shit. I need to get this to be the exact same. It's not quite. Do that for a second. Let me have a look at this. It's 75.6. This needs to be 75.6. That's going to be an effort. Better get it to there's a 6. Let's move it up one. Bam. Same. Same. Now I've just got to get rid of this in-between line that's here, unfortunately. It's going to be fun. Get rid of this. Highlighting on stuff. All right. So let's get rid of this little line here. I'll probably do it with a 6. I could also blur this line too, but I'll mostly just try to get it to be as about level and visible as I can. I could just turn this whole section into one color and I wouldn't have to even worry about this probably, but I'm going to try. I'm just going to try for once. Must admit, there's only times like this where the mouse is sometimes better. Only sometimes. For the most part, a tablet is substantially better than a mouse. Also, interesting fact is that I tend to see a lot of like very different like colors and stuff. You're very calm at the moment. That's awesome. I sort of am too. I'm getting like a little bit on the tired. Mostly I'm getting sore. My painkillers are wearing off and I can't really smash them again for another couple of hours. They're really frustrating. Um yeah. When the pain sets in, it will be unbearable for my shoulder. Like my wrist is actually doing really well with this. Um Usually it gets pretty sore. Actually, that's the only thing I do find is when I draw with a tablet, my wrist gets more sore than my shoulder does. But my shoulder stays sore for longer because of the osteoarthritis in it. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Hide all those swatches. You know, the funny thing is, here's another little thing you can do to a waiver if you want. When you draw colors and stuff, if you make like a layer, a singular layer that has like a whole bunch of them, you can actually strategically put them around your character as if they're actual bubbles, and they'll look really fitting because they're all the same color as your character. So it can look very cool. Okay. I've got fucking shadows and shit now to do. That's the only good thing about her being a lighter color. Okay. No, not draw with color, but yeah. All good. Okay. So now it's easy enough to do like on black being black. So I don't have to go too hard with this one with, let's see, shadows, tail. When I can spell. There we go. Okay. There, that layer. All I have to do is keep them on the correct layer, more or less. That's all I got to do here. What are you doing, Azula? You getting sleepy and getting up, huh? Actually, one thing I haven't done is I haven't cleaned around the fucking tail layer. Hold up. That is something I need to do. I need this layer off and the hand off. Um, I think her ears are pretty much clean, but I'll check that out. Is that there? Okay. Now, this isn't a dark enough or light enough color for me to be able to fucking tell if something's there. So let's say pink-ish. Slap that down on that layer. That'll fucking stand out. Holy shit. That stands out. All right. You doing, Azula? You hopping down, are you? All right. Okay. So the other thing I'm going to do is fucking get this on about 60 odd percent so I can kind of see where I'm going with it. There you go. Brush. Too big. That'll be better. So yeah, the good thing about this is I don't have to be super, super fucking accurate with the part that's like sticking out. I can be. No fucking point to it though. Just gotta scoop it in behind where the actual line sits so that it's not sticking out. It's not serrated or blurred or anything like that. Once I turn the lines back up, this won't even be noticeable. All right. Okay. Take that back down this way now. Anything I wish I could do was move the screen around a lot easier when I'm actually like scrolling around with this instead of having to like manually scroll and then like drag it. Anything I wish I had was at least a little bit of control over shifting the image. Alright, hit me up with a different one. This one's just a bit weird for me. Oh yeah. I've been meaning to play Don't Fucking Mine at Night for ages whenever I'm playing 7 days. By the way what? By the way what? By the way what? What's going on? Every time I'm out mining at night in 7 days, I'm thinking of this song. I see a drew for drawing size. For my emotes, I use a oops. For my emotes, I use a 6 pixel paintbrush tool. It doesn't show up for you guys, but it's a paintbrush tool. I use a 6 pixel, maximum hardness, maximum opacity, all that. When I'm drawing for, say, art lines, 3 pixels, generally I try to stay on an uneven amount because if you have a look at the shape of this, like on a 14, it's kind of squared off. So having it on an uneven one helps a little bit. It makes it look like a smoother line. How big you want to draw? Well, that also depends too. For instance, the lines on this cat, I really did think might be too small. I could have gone up to at least a 12 or an 18 or something like that for this easily. And it would have looked great, just the same. But also, the longer I spend drawing the thing, the more fine details and stuff like that get lost in like thicker lines. It depends on your style. Thicker lines tend to look more American cartoony. Thinner lines tend to look a little bit more sort of almost Asian sort of style of art. It really depends. Give me that. We are missing a spot there. Here we go. Yeah, sort of. A little bit too thick on that one. I can't go in there with this size. I'm using a 14 at the moment. When I'm erasing stuff, it's usually at least a couple of sizes bigger than whatever I'm drawing with. So if I'm drawing with a 6, a 10, or a 14, or a 12, or something like that, it's usually quite comfortable to erase stuff with. Unless you're getting into like the really tight areas, in which case you're better off just going with a 1 and working back from there. generally, or at least that's what I find. Put that back.